After an allegedly 17-year-old guy attacked people with an axe and a knife in Würzburg this Monday, injuring 5, another terror attack/killing spree happened in München, Germany yesterday. First, some information about the Würzburg attacker. Police found a self-made ISIS flag or picture in the guy's apartment, and ISIS claimed responsibility for the attack. He was registered as an Afghan refugee, but police found a Pakistani document, and according to experts, he used words in a Pakistani dialect in the video he's made. He was living with a foster family and had helped out in a bakery and was allowed to start an apprenticeship there. The difference to some other ISIS-related attacks across Europe is that it seems like in this case the attacker didn't act on direct orders. It seems to be one of these random grassroots terror attacks in which Muslim lunatics simply claim to be acting on the authority of ISIS. As you probably know from my other videos, this isn't me being an Islam apologist. I simply think it's important to point out that not every terrorist attack is directly commanded by ISIS. The group rather provides people who want to carry out attacks with an easy justification. Let's get to yesterday's shooting in München. It's too early to say for sure what the motives of the shooter were. Initial reports suggested that there were up to 3 shooters, but now it seems it was only 1. What we do know is that the shooter was an 18-year-old German citizen of Iranian descent. 10 people have died so far, including him. 3 of the victims were Bosnian. His weapon was purchased illegally. I don't like to speculate publicly, which is the reason why I usually don't comment on such events this early. In this case, however, I feel like I have to because misinformation is already spreading. So please don't jump to conclusions and keep in mind that a lot of this is going to be speculative. 2 videos showing the shooter have surfaced so far. In the first video, we can see the shooter walking calmly outside of a McDonald's restaurant before he opens fire.
Ey, wie krank ist denn der? Er kommt hierher, lauft, Leute!
The second video was probably shot sometime after the first incident and shows the shooter on a parking deck. One angry neighbor of the person filming this keeps yelling at the shooter from the balcony. I couldn't make out everything that was said because I'm not fluent in Bavarian.
Scheiß Kanacken, der hat die Schusswaffe, der ist im Unternaut her, ist er drin, der hat seine Waffe geladen. Was soll das denn mit dem Messer? Hol die Bullen, Alter! Hier lauft umeinander! Der Wichser, Alter!
Ich bin Deutscher!
Du bist ein Wichser, bist du! Ein Wichser! Was machst du für einen Scheiß?
Ich bin geboren worden!
Ja und was machst du für einen Scheiß?
In der Hartz-IV-Gegend!
Der fährt der Schädel und ich hab den Arschloch da unten!
Ich war definitiv bei stationären Behandlung!
Ja, Behandlung, das fährst du Psychiatrie, du Arschloch, Alter!
Ich hab nichts getan!
Ist das nicht scharf, Jonas?
Karl, warum halten Sie die Schnauze
Du
auf?
Wichser, du! Hey!
Just ja.
Lauf dem Oberseck, lauf umeinander hier, voll die Blut!
Just die doch nicht. Zum Tröku, Fossi. Leute, nee, dann gleich.
The neighbor's tone of voice when he's insulting the shooter is called Granteln, a local Bavarian way of insulting and complaining, by the way. As cynical as this may sound, for me it makes the scene oddly amusing because Ur-Bayern are said to have balls of steel and never give a shit. In this case, it's certainly true. As we can hear in this video, the shooter states that he has been bullied by someone for a long time, that he has been in stationary treatment, probably for psychological issues, and that he considers himself German and hates Turks. I'm not absolutely sure whether it was the shooter that said he hated Turks because he's walking away in that moment and his tone of voice sounds a bit different. As I said before, the police have now announced that he is an 18-year-old of Iranian descent. They also stated that they found various books on different spree shooters in his apartment and weren't able to find evidence of any political or religious motivation so far. From what little information we have, it seems likely that this attack wasn't related to ISIS, which is a Sunni terrorist organization. Due to the fact that he's Iranian, the shooter is probably a Shia. Although ISIS has attacked Turkish targets in the past, it seems unlikely that a German affiliate of theirs would yell "fucking Turks" if he himself was a Sunni. Although the shooter may not have known, 3 of his victims are probably Sunnis as well, given the fact that they are Bosnian. And he seems to have had psychological issues as well, and was probably in stationary treatment because of that. The way in which he's discussing with bystanders, craving sympathy by the sounds of it, doesn't fit the classical terrorist character either. There have been some rumors claiming that he was yelling Allahu Akbar, but many people in München panicked that day. The police received reports of shots being fired all over the town, and most of them turned out to be false alerts. Right now, it looks like this actually is a random spree killing. One in which the killer, as Richard Dawkins would say, happens to be a Muslim. We'll find out more very soon, I hope.